Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today I got a question for you. Why simply just buy a Glock when you could almost as easily just build one? Well, the answer is different for everyone, and we're going to explore those options, so stick around. All right, so the answer for this question is going to be different for every single person out there, and it's going to hinge on their experiences, their abilities, whether they even know they can do it or not, if they have time to even do something like this. It's going to really be a different answer for every single person out there. But having said that, you do not need hardly any tools to put this together. Definitely not any of the machine equipment you see in the background. Really, all you need is a file that you can literally pick up at a hardware store or even a garage sale, and a hand drill, something literally as simple and as cheap as that, and it'll be done. Now today we're going to be looking at a Polymer 80, and this one is going to be a Glock Generation 3. There's a lot of other ones out there, a lot of different pistols and manufacturers and companies that they can copy. But anyhow, that's the one that we're going to be looking at. I bought this stuff a long time ago and just haven't had a chance to put it together. Now, you should always check your local and state laws to see if this is something that is legal for you to do, or just weigh out your risk tolerance levels, because self-preservation is paramount. Otherwise, why are we here? Anyhow, let's get this open and let's see what it comes with, and then let's look at the other parts that I got to put this together. One more real quick note, if you happen to be watching this video on YouTube, they will not allow me to show you how this pistol goes together. So if you're interested in seeing that, there will be a link in the description to Full 30 with an unedited version of this video to show you all the little idiosyncrasies of putting this together. All right, so here's the P80 box, and this is going to be a Glock Model 19 Gen 3. You can see that you have a red jig that actually clamshells the grip frame in it, and basically it shows you exactly where to cut. You remove these two ears here, you remove these two ears here, you remove this little loop right here so your recoil spring will fit in, and then you have two different holes here to drill and one hole here to drill for your pins to go through, and that's pretty much it. It is that simple. Now, getting one of these Polymer 80s, you do get a few extra things that you wouldn't get with a stock Glock, like a nice undercut trigger, nice stimpling there, a rail, I mean depending on what kind of Glock you have, but it's just really actually a kind of a nicer little grip frame here, you know, a little bit of a beveled lower there, real nice stimpling. But just grip texture, maybe I should call that. But yeah, just really nice. Like I said, Gen 3, and yeah, it is OD green, made in USA. So we're gonna put this back in the jig and see what else we got with the kit. Got a bag here of parts. Let's open that up. Looks like we've got the rear rail made out of stainless steel. We got a pin. We got the front rail. This is made out of stainless steel as well, but they blackened it. Let's see, we got another pin here for the front. Let's get this open. And you get one end mill. Looks like 3 flute. Appears to be high-speed steel. Yep, HSS. And the 2 drill bits sizes that you're going to need for those pinholes. That's pretty much what you get with a Polymer 80, at least this Polymer 80. And this is what we're basically going to be making. We're going to be making a Glock Model 19 Gen 3. So this is what your standard Glock will look like. And after this, we're going to take both of these out to the range and run both of them and see what they do. This one has never been fired before. There's a few other parts you're going to need. The slide I picked up at AIM Surplus, I did get this in a Desert Tan. And the reason I got the lower in the OD Green and this in the Desert Tan is because I kind of want to do something like this. This is the first Glock that I ever Cerakoted, and I kind of like that look, so we're going to be doing a build that's kind of reminiscent to this. So yeah, you're going to need a slide. You're also going to need a firing pin bushing, basically, and they do make a special little tool for this, but honestly, don't buy the special tool. As long as you have a Bic pen, you can literally take it apart and you can install that little bushing that's inside there with a Bic pen. So yeah, buying this, I think they sell this for $3 or $5 or whatever. Don't even buy this. As long as you have a Bic pen, you are in business. So we got the slide. That's one thing you're definitely going to need. You do need that little bushing for the firing pin to ride up and down on. This is generally speaking a budget build. Notice I don't have an RMR cut or any real fancy cuts on the top. We're trying to keep this budget. Like I said, at $550 was for all the parts. Double diamond 3.5 connector. You're going to need to get yourself a trigger, a slide lock. You're going to have to get yourself a side locking spring, a magazine catch, the trigger housing. You're gonna have to get yourself a mag catch, recoil spring. This is gonna be the slide lock or slide release. I do have some sights here. I think these are True Glows. Don't remember exactly. And then I got a bag of other parts here. Hold on one second. You're also gonna need a trigger spring, almost forgot that. These are in a bag because I already did make sure that everything fit together on the slide. So inside the bag, we have a GLOCK Gen 3 barrel. We have the extractor. Oh, let's get that in focus. We got an extractor. We do have a firing pin block safety. We do have the push rod and spring for the extractor claw. We have just a standard plastic back plate for the slide, and here's your firing pin. Now you can also go with maritime cups if you feel like firing underwater. I've never really ran into a situation where I need to do that, but you can get that if you want. This is just the standard firing pin one. So let's get cutting on this grip frame and see how it turns out. Gotta get the trigger gauge. Let's see what kind of poundage we got here. Looks like we got 3 1/4, almost 3 1/2. Not bad. All right, cool. Let's bring it out to the range. All right, so now we're out at the range. Got the P.U.R.E, got 5 rounds of 119 grain 9mm. This is reloaded stuff. I can't remember who reloaded it. We're just gonna do a function check really quick. Let's see how it goes. Seems to function well. Let's add a little more stress to it. I'd have to say the build works pretty well. Let's go try the GLOCK. So now we have the stock model GLOCK 19 Generation 3. We got 5 rounds of 9mm, 115 grain. We're loaded the exact same ammunition we ran in the P.U.R.E. This is the first time this pistol's ever been shot. Not really surprising. We kind of knew it was going to work and run, but let's see if there's any differences between the two. All right, so now the question is, what's the time difference going to be between a stock GLOCK and this Polymer 80? I'm just going to have the cameraman Innocent Convict. We're going to do a couple rounds on this target, couple rounds on this target. I'll do a magazine switch. I'm just grabbing it out of my jean pocket, and then do 2 and 2, see what the time is, and then we'll just go grab the stock GLOCK and see if there's any difference in the time. And I'll probably be the discerning factor in all this. All right, so it's actually 4 rounds and then a reload and 3 rounds. I apologize. So we'll do the exact same thing with the stock GLOCK Model 19. Like I said, still drawing from the pocket. We'll see what happens.
Get a 5.7. So, yeah, I guess we'll get my take on this. Respectable. Now we'll check out the P.U.R.E. Like that sight. Yeah, between the two, I'm gonna have to run at this one.
You like the P.U.R.E?
I do, although I still like this.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Let's see that thing run.
Nice and flat.
All right, so what is that so everyone knows what it is?
That's a Shadow Systems MR920L.
Is the Nintendo Zapper. Let's try this out. Oh, by the way, this is a GLOCK Model 40 Gen 4. This is a 10 mil. I'll put some holes in some stuff.
Hey, mind if I give that guy a try?
Yeah, you want to shoot it?
Sure.
Yeah, here.
Whoa, this is engraved.
Yeah.
How long did this take you?
It on the Gorton pantograph, it took 8 hours for the engraving and a couple hours for the Cerakote.
This is a little bigger than 19.
Yeah, just a little.
Hell yeah. Got some recoil.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to try it.
Sure.
It just seems ridiculously light. Yeah, it runs fast. I really like this. This does run pretty good. Love that thing.
Absolutely.
So that's pretty much it. Just out here on a 100-degree day shooting the Glocks and not Glocks and P80 and everything, just to kind of give you guys a better idea of what to expect. Honestly, everything ran perfect today. No follow-ups. Everything was actually really nice. Those were quite literally the first shots out of the P80. I like it. Innocent Convict likes it. So it's up to you whether you want just a stock Glock 19, you want to build something out of a Polymer 80 kit, whether you want to just do something goofy like I've done to this Glock Model 40, or if you want to get something that technically isn't a Glock from Shadow Systems. And by the way, this thing run absolutely excellent. I absolutely love how light it is and how easy it is to transition from target to target, the trigger, everything. It's basically a race Glock in a box for around $1,000. But then again, there's something like this, which honestly you can source parts sometimes. You can get them down to about $400. Glocks right now, these 19s I think are around $600 even. And the Model 40s, I know there's companies out here that do these things. I just did this one myself just for fun, but you can find goofy stuff like this out there as well. So anyhow, remember that loose is fast, brakes only slow you down, and true international depression is not a word. Fuck. I fucked that up. I couldn't do it. Remember to be safe and have fun on the range. We'll see you next time.